Welcome, Lizzie.
Hey.
Tell us something about your exciting game today.
Well, actually, I blundered very early. With knight ft7, I blundered knight takes c4, and then actually, I think I had a very bad position already. And she was basically, from this moment, totally outplaying me. And I believe at some moment in this position after rook c7, I think this was a moment when she kind of lost the track. Okay, I mean, the position is still totally lost, but I mean, it's too early to resign, especially in the time trouble. But I think this was a moment when she gave me the pawn on h2 that suddenly things became quite unclear. And instead of giving me that pawn, I think she could play h3. I believe, in a kind of Zugzwang, because every move I'm doing, my position gets worse. But in the moment she played rook d1, rook takes h2, then suddenly it was kind of a new game.
Okay, let's have a look at the game.
Yes, I think this is the first critical moment where I started blundering. I just missed knight takes c4, I have to be very honest. I think I should just probably go knight bd7, and I was thinking maybe she will take, and go something like queen a4 check, which I didn't like much because it's not clear what to do now with what piece. Probably just knight d7 or something like that, even though I wasn't sure. In the worst case, king d8 is still better than what happened in the game.
Yes.
Because maybe queen b6 was, after all, a little bit too ambitious.
Okay.
But okay, I was actually already out of the book, to be honest, in this moment. So knight ft7, knight takes c4, and here, of course, okay, we're thinking, but I didn't find any way of holding the game. So take d5, and here, well, maybe I shouldn't play h6, but I didn't see any other move. This was a problem.
Yeah.
Instead of a6, maybe knight a6 is more precise, but I wasn't sure she could take. Anyway, I think this is all kind of a long way to being lost, so we can skip that way.
Okay.
And I think we can go back to the moment when I played probably the one interesting moment was after king h7.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, I decided to give the pawn in order to activate my rook, because anyway I have no move.
You've got to connect the rook.
Even though bishop takes h5 was quite interesting, because there are sometimes some motives like bishop takes f7 and rook h5 mate, and I wasn't sure whether this is even working. So that was one interesting thing. But what she did was, of course, fine too.
Rook takes.
So she took king g8.
King g8.
Rook d5, rook h4, g4. I mean, this looks like that I'm trying to sneak away a little bit, but of course after g4 my rook doesn't play. Bishop f8, maybe I should play b6 to avoid a5, but I missed a5 totally, and I just wanted to have this rook not hanging with a check in case there is some tactics. So bishop f8, a5, rook c7, and this is actually here. Probably the easiest way here to play is h3 and put me in a kind of Zugzwang, because I don't know what move I can do here without worsening my position. The queen should stay on the diagonal because of king b1. So I cannot move the queen. The rook doesn't have good squares. And this rook also cannot really move because at some point there is b4 in the position. So basically h3 is a kind of Zugzwang, and likely I have to play something like bishop e7. But in fact, then she can still go for this rook d1, which is much stronger, because after taking on h3, at least the f2 pawn is not taking, or maybe even bishop g2 first, and then rook d1, and I have zero counterplay.
Yeah.
But okay, here actually now already she has to be more precise. Maybe she was thinking that there is some kind of mate, which I didn't see.
What was the time situation?
I think we are both here already on 1 minute.
Okay, so how many moves? That's 11 moves in a minute. So
yes, 11 moves in a minute, and then actually I'm not sure how much tactics we both missed, probably a lot. But
okay.
Yes, I mean rook f5 was another move which actually didn't really made a lot of sense to me, because I saw that I could simply take and I didn't see tactics.
I think there was a tactic here with this.
Oh, it could be. I mean, I believe that here's a lot of things going on, and I cannot. If I take here, you take the rook. Then I take here, I take on g4. Well, actually, I'm lost too. Yeah,
I think it was that one. And after, I think it was around about here, then things started going really badly wrong for
Because now, okay, she has a trick of rook h5, and at first, you know, I wanted to take here, and then I saw like, maybe I'm first mate here, because okay, knight d3, simply queen takes d3. So this I saw at least. So I decided like, okay, my rook has to stay on f2 to thread some mate.
I think the computer's giving that level now.
It's even now.
I think so.
Could be. I mean, queen d3, knight g5. At least I have a very easy plan. It's knight g5. She played queen d5, which probably gave me just another tempo with rook c5.
Rook c5, yeah.
And then after queen e4, knight g5, I think she's already in trouble.
Big trouble, yeah. Big trouble now.
And this ending, I think, is lost. Okay, she played in the after the 40s move a move which was even more lost, but I mean to e4, but probably like objectively speaking, here there is no chance because okay, I saw like she shouldn't even take here, but still I think the position is objectively.
It's turned right round by 180, 180 degrees.
E4, and here's nothing actually to check. I mean, I don't know even what she did. Bishop d3,
Bishop d3, yeah.
Bishop d8 to get to f6, and I think she was trying even some tricks which I honestly missed. But here after e4, this is actually lost because the trick doesn't work, which she wanted to do. And then I think
trick works better.
My tricks works better, but it's okay. You have to calculate a bit. But here, of course, like I have always f6, and I was sure that this should be more than fine. So I guess after rook c7, if she plays h3, bishop g2, so that was the easiest.
How are you feeling after that one?
Well, you know, I mean, I was feeling already like astonished by my luck after the first round. So now this game underlines that actually Kaiser is on my side clearly here in this tournament.
Yes.
I was lucky in a lot of games, even against Maria. Okay, I wouldn't call it luck. This was at least like I was better at the beginning, then I was blundering one thing, and the queen and king ending was probably objectively anyway draw. But yes, my two black wins against Irina and Alina, they are beyond imagination.
Well, good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.